Lady and the Frogs, it is the 6th of December and I'm quite keyed up for this week because obviously we're on, eBay has given business sellers a final valuation fee thing. So my boxes are out so that I can do a stock take. It's dreary weather, it's horrible, so I am going to do that first while I can't take any decent photos. So hopefully I'll be able to take photos by the end of the week. Hopefully I'll be feeling a lot better about my boxes. I'm feeling a lot better about my workspace. Obviously we've got the Christmas tree up, but my coffee table isn't like cluttered. The sofa is clear. You know, yeah, there's a plant which doesn't now have a space because there's a Christmas tree there. But my workspace over here, it's like, it's been a pleasure because I've taken everything off and dusted it. So I have like fewer sneezing fits. There's still sneezing fits, but fewer sneezing fits. I may well also today work on some of these. These are the rest of my brother's record collection. I've pulled out some which I think I'm going to keep. Yeah, which I'm going to keep. But I need to start pressing on with it, even though I haven't, you know, I don't even know when I'm going to get these record mailers delivered. I've got 10 record mailers that I found when I was doing my tidy up. So my room's going to start looking much better once I get all this sorted out. And I'm also going to be pulling out some of the dross, so it's going to be like a real prune. The prune which I need to do on my balcony, because I'm sure you saw in my last video that I have just let my tomato plants sort of like die with tomatoes still on them. So, you know, but first I need to prune my stock down because there's stuff there that I can see in that box which is irritating me. I'm having to like rake around a lot looking for things, which irritates me, and then I get a panic that I've gone and sold it. I've just pulled my stock to post today. I did a post run on Saturday anyway, because I think I had at least 6. And it just takes some of the heat off and obviously gets them in the post quicker. This was one of the ones that I was panicking because it's mint velvet, and I had a lot of mint velvet jumpers, and I was like convinced that I'd sent the wrong one to somebody. But I mean, somebody would have said something if I'd sent this to them and they hadn't expected it, since it's like dipped hem but like angel wings and open back. So if somebody would have said something, I've sent the wrong thing to them. But it's peace of mind, because I've had a lot of peace of mind from doing the cleaning in here. And it's just a nice way of feeling like you're working without feeling like you're overwhelmed. And knowing that if you can't find something, it's not that it's been sold or relisted. It's that you just can't find it. So anyway, that was an offer that I sent out of $16.99. This skirt is Monsoon. Monsoon, older label, I think. Oh yeah, there's a top button missing, but I don't think it makes a blind bit of difference. But that's fine for that. Somebody sent me an offer on this, which was, I realised that I'd missed a word out of the listing, which really annoyed me. I'd forgotten to put the B in it, so it just said, in Vertigo, you will. But then somebody sent me an offer of £20, and that's absolutely fine with me. It was on auction, you see. So that's a bonus, that's great. It probably would have gone for the maiden bid. Then I've sold this basket weave, pretty green jumper, 35 for that. Then I've got these, which were a mistake. I've had 2 lots of offers on these things. These are all just sharp books. That's gone for a £5. Who gives a damn? I won't pick that up again. And then I've got 2 things that were gifted me here. Both sunglasses, which I'd put on auction. So these entered on Sunday. These are my cousins. They're in really bad nick. These ones have only gone for £1.20 on auction. Because all the diamantes are pretty much missing. The lenses are scratched. They're probably just bidding on it for the case. So Cavalli. And then these ones, which have gone for 22, They're Vivienne Westwood. But even this case isn't very good. Because I have stated that it's got sticky label damage on the bottom, so hopefully they managed to read that, but probably not. The glasses aren't that, you know, they are scratched. The V is missing from Vivienne Westwood, but you know, it's what it is. I didn't even realise I had them. I just found them when I was doing all my sort through, which still has to happen. Still got to carry on doing the sort through. But stock take means that these boxes will be a little bit more tidy. There'll be stuff that's taken out of them, so it won't be so full, and it'll just make it, you know, it'll just make life a bit easier. So last two things, some Lego sets. So that one, I sell this one quite often. I sell this one quite often as well. So that is a Camera Crew one. That one's $11.99. And then this one is Blacktron. I've literally just bid on some Blacktron spares and got outbid at 25, but it doesn't matter. Just a bit dubious about the listing anyway. So that is just a spaceship. It is complete. That was £10, that one. This is called Supernova. Yeah, so I could probably do another one of them, I think, if I've got the minifigure and if I've got the canopy. But I'm hoping that there'll be some decent job lots of Lego that people will have got out of the lofts with their trees. So let's hope. So I'm going to fling all that in the post. I'm probably going to start taking one of these boxes. So I've got all these boxes are all like for like. These are both dresses. I've got skirts there, and I'm going to do t-shirts, because the quicker I get it done, the less panicked I'll be at the end of the week, and I'll just better put fresh listings on. I have some stuff over there that's photographed ready to go on, but it is also an offer listing on the private account in a minute, because all the records that my brother's got are going on my private account. I'm going to show you one actually. So this is an acetate test pressing of Booker T and the MGs. This very much looks like my brother's writing, which is on here. And so I've written something. Yeah, test acetate coffee. It's really heavy vinyl. Trident Studios, it says on it. So this could well be, well, it's worth at least £100. Some people with these test pressings, which look like that, some people have got these up at the like 20,000 mark, which I think is a bit crazy. But it does appear that some of them have sold for like £500, £1,000 from the history that I've looked at. So I don't know what to do with that one. I want to listen to it first, because I'm not quite sure what's on it, because what's written on it really does look like my brother's writing. It really does. And I don't really know what it said. I think this is one of the frustrating things, because my brother just ended up just feeling so sorry for himself and so miserable. He never got to a point where he was just like, please keep this one, please keep this one. These are the things which are worth a lot of money. Don't do anything with these. Because if I'd known the ones which really meant a lot to him, I would definitely be keeping them. So there's a good chance I probably will be keeping that one. And like I say, I did pull out a load of stuff yesterday, and I've asked my husband to get me a record box for Christmas, so I can just put some other ones in there, so they don't have to make a decision about them, but they're also like packed away safely and not getting damaged. But then I'm going to put some more of those things on today, because, well, I've bought 100 record mailers for a start, so I've got to do something. Right, anyway, I'm going to crack on before the light disappears, because I won't be taking any photos of any records today if a fiddle asks around during all the daylight hours. That's another thing that my brother said to me. What are you doing? Why are you in bed? We're supposed to be going out buying a car for you today. Yeah, so he helped me buy my first car. It's funny what you remember. Anyway, I'm going to get on with all the work which needs to be done this week, because this is going to be a mega successful week. Hello, Tuesday morning now. It's been very productive yesterday, hence why I didn't vlog, because I was just getting on with things. So, as you saw, it was like raining and sleeting. But it's Tuesday morning, and usually on Tuesday morning I go sourcing, and I'm not. And I haven't even done my post yet because I can't get to what I need to pull because I can't get to my packaging, and I can't get some of the stuff I need to pull because of the stock take that I've started doing. So I've taken stuff out and I've hoovered and I've stock taked all and relisted as sell similar all my women's tops. So that's a positive, and that was about 150 items, and I have pulled stuff out. I'll show you in a minute. And I've also taken some photos of vinyl, and I've put some of that stuff on my private account because obviously that was still on offer yesterday. So I did that as when I was working right up until 11 p.m. because I wanted to take advantage of it. So I'm going to show you this one, you know, on the off chance that you're going to find it, which is not going to happen because this is a massive rarity. And I need to go back into the listing that I've made and put it in without the full stops because people don't search for it with the full stops. So the only sold that I could find of this was for about £250, not £2.50. Back in 2017. There's no solds on eBay. There are two people who've got it on for 180, but they're the sort of people who've like taken a photo over their shoulder at like midnight, so it's really dark, so you can't see it. So I have every face in my listing, and because as well, I'd rather keep hold of the stuff which is the rarities. So I don't care. I've put mine on for £250. It's a double vinyl. If you ever do find it, which I doubt you will, it's a double vinyl. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I put on yesterday to take advantage of the capped fees at the moment. Capped fees, reduced fees, whatever it is. So anyway, the reason that I'm not sourcing is because as much as I'd like to go sourcing the stuff which I've sourced in the last 2 weeks, which I haven't got on, and then I just thought it makes more sense to just really, really crack on with what I'm doing while there's reduced fees on business accounts, because that is like hen's teeth, that only happens every couple of months. So I've got 2 dresses boxes out, I've got the skirts there, all of that is delisted. So that I'm going to work on right now. I've got some fresh stuff to list, I might do that. Yeah, it's more positive than going out sourcing, and I am sort of like tidying up, so I'll just give you a little look. And it's tidy still in here-ish. No presents under the tree, still looks tidy. This is still tidy-ish. Right, so that's one dresses box, and that's another dresses box. This is the skirts, which I'm doing now. That's a new listing that I put on yesterday. And that's the vinyl that I'm sorting through. So I've listed all of that. I haven't even taken photos of that, but that can wait, because you know what personal accounts are like. 2 weeks and there'll be another offer on, but I'll still put stuff on anyway. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I mean, it's looking okay here. It is dust free. I've got stuff which is sat there though, which I do need to put on. So I'm probably going to be doing that. And this is quite relevant as well, because this is what I've been doing when I've been stock taking. I've pulled rubbish out. So stuff which is not performing and will not sell, I've done that, so I'm hoping to do the same with the skirts. There's stuff in here which is definitely going to get pulled and put into that box. So when I go and do the post, I'll take that to the charity shop. I just want it to be a bit more full. And then in here, oh yes, my mailers arrived. They just threw them in the hallway. Bastards. It just really, really hacks me off. And I don't know where my Hermes, this is APC, this is, who just threw that in the hallway. Communal hallway, I might add. Couldn't be asked to carry it up the stairs because it is heavy. Not a clue. And then the Hermes stuff, which I'm expecting, just says entered the Hermes network and there's no tracking, so that's just lost. So that little box and that and that and that, and I know it doesn't look like much. Lego I'm not so bothered about because I only stuck to that recently when I was relisting. So all of that is sort of like organised. It still looks a bit messy, but it's not as messy when you open it. And then I've had all of that out. There's cardboard behind the door, so that's all tidy. And the door sort of opens a bit more now. And I've had these out and I've hoovered. That's kind of what I want to move on to next. But for some reason, people are watching shirts and things suddenly. But as you can see, that the boxes have sort of like moved. So it's not the best situation. But yeah, I'm gradually getting through the boxes anyway. And it is, you know, I've been pulling stuff out and I'm cleaning. So the Hoover is still on standby. Right. We are on, well, it's just coming up to 12:30. I'll probably go to the post office. I don't know. I don't like going at dinner time because it's always busy, but then it's always busy at the post office. So I've relisted all of my skirts as in sell similar so that they apply on this final valuation offer. Yeah, nothing more to say about that. I've taken a few things out that aren't performing, things that are like annoying me. Brands like Jack Vert. Oh, never picking that up again. I've left a Laura Ashley, it's a vintage Laura Ashley skirt, which I can't sell at all. I cannot sell Laura Ashley. In fact, I've got another Laura Ashley thing, which is in the jackets, and that's going to go because it's just not happening for me. And even though these are like 80s stuff and they're very obviously those designs, even when I drop the price on them, it's not happening. So the things that I've got to post today, actually something that I listed this morning, because I did do some brand new listings this morning just to focus my head. This has been sitting around for ages and I thought I must get that on because it's beautiful. Turns out that it's actually a current season thing. It sells for like £40 or something like that. It's still on John Lewis website. I put it up for 30. Somebody sent me an offer of 25, so I accepted it because it's fine. It's fat face, but it's got this really cool button detail on either side. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called because I found the name of it obviously because it's current, but 25 is fine. I had this other fat face thing which I had on for 30, which had interest but not really any sales. Somebody offered me 18, so I took 18 for that. It's taken them 2 days to pay for it, mind. But that's fine. It's another bulky thing out of the way. And so what I'm hoping to do is get rid of a lot of the bulk while everybody's in a very buy-y mood. And then this is something which I've had absolutely loads of watches on. I think I've ended up with 30 to 40 watches on this. I actually bought this for myself, but then the colour is absolutely horrific, isn't it? And how many t-shirts does one actually need? So yeah, Salford Lads Club. I've had like interest in this and offers. I should have accepted the offer that I got a couple of months ago from somebody from America who quite wanted it, but they didn't want to pay any more than £12, and then they would have paid their shipping costs on top of it. But somebody's offered me £12 again, so I took that. That's fine. Yeah, it is what it is. And then this, which is another brand which used to be really good, which I'm now phasing out. It is Ben Sherman, but this is the plectrum, and it's just a shirt, and I'm not going to unfold it. So that's the clothing. Then randomly, which I think I thought I had these and then I didn't, and I left a game behind, a Pictionary game, thinking, oh, I haven't got any more of them because I bought a pack of 4 because I needed a spare, and then I had another 3 of them to sell, and I've sold 2, and then I thought evidently I had this one last one. This is annoying because once it's packed, it's just that little bit too thick to go large letter. Yeah, and I don't think I'm wrong because, yeah, it's bigger than that. So yeah, another Lego selection for £10. Done. Still haven't had my packaging. Still waiting on eBay. And the thing is that I just happened to be awake at midnight when the first came up. So I ordered my stuff. I ordered my stuff at like about half midnight on the 1st, and they dispatched it apparently at 2 a.m. that morning. And all it says, and this other parcel that I've got, is it just says it's entered the Hermes network. So I mean, that must be something in the bowels of the earth, mustn't it? Because nobody will have any idea what it is. I don't know when I'll see these parcels. They were supposed to be delivered last week. This is some beard from somebody. These are some soft toys. These have been on auction twice. Starting bid of £5. Haven't had any interest. Haven't had any buyers, and they're all Christmas related, which scares me. Which scares me because I really just don't want to end up with loads of Christmas themed stuff left behind. I know that there's more Christmassy stuff. I've got a Home Alone t-shirt which hasn't sold, and there's actually a random tie here. So having done that stock take that I've done this morning on my skirts, this box which is sat here, which the squad are sitting on, that's t-shirts, men's t-shirts, some unisex, so that's being dealt with. But I've also got my sundries out here, like little bric-a-brac things, so I'm going to relist them because I don't think I've actually, this is really bad, I don't think I've stock take this since February, so this is really bad. And then there's stuff like this in here. Somebody was actually watching this the other day, and I sent them a really good offer, which they just completely ignored. So, I mean, this is so Christmassy, and this is what I'm going to work on this afternoon, just sorting that. Well, I might hit the t-shirts first. I don't think I'm going to attempt the dresses because there's 2 boxes of it. But I'm going to do the t-shirts, and then I'll probably work on this, or I might just do this bric-a-brac. Yeah, I'll do the bric-a-brac because it's easier to like contain it. So yeah, these things are going to get ended and relisted. Sharpish today because it just really needs a refresh, and I need to work out what's going on in there. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. Anyway, last thing that I've sold are these trainers, which are glittery, and I've got £25. No, I've got £30 for them. They were gifted to me. Yeah, the other thing, I was talking about these soft toys, they only went for £4 with postage on top, but it's just, those are things that my relatives cleared out and gave to me, so they don't cost me anything, hence why I'm not that bothered. So I'm going to pack all that up, and I'm going to take this to the charity shop, which is some of the skirts and tops, which I've had enough of. So I've made a note of that on my spreadsheet, that, you know, that this is all write-off costs. This, I think that's another thing that I'm going to be tackling, is my bloody accounts, because it just hasn't happened. There's just so much to do. I don't know. I just feel like I have so much to do and I never get it all done. Right. So that's it from me today. I am going to knob off, and I'm going to put this on YouTube if my computer lets me. It was playing up the other day, but I think that was Sky Broadband that was playing up. So I'm going to leave it here, and I will update you soon, and hopefully I'll have like got a lot more stuff listed. I mean, I know I've done a lot in the last day or so, but I've only sold one thing on this offer yet so far, which is this jumper. So hopefully I'll have made a whole load more sales by the next video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.